Yay. Yay. We are live. We are live. All right, Miss Lisa.
Hi, everybody. It is 4:04 and it's time for our Learning Curve Summit.
Awesome.
Val, tell everybody who we have
So
today.
we have a couple of great guests with us today. So we have Sue Beckett with the Chapman Estate Foundation, and we also have Emily with Woods Humae Society. And we're going to actually start with Emily at Woods Humae. And so we wanted to introduce you, Emily. And we see you have a furry little friend there.
I do.
Oh,
this is sweet. This is sweet little Molly. She's 7 months old, and she's here at our Woods shelter in San Luis Obispo looking for a home. And as you can see, she loves to make muffins and biscuits with her paws and is loving a little bit of affection. So if you're interested in Molly, give our San Luis Obispo shelter a call.
So cute. I love that. And so tell us a little bit about what you do there, Emily. What's your role and how long have you been there?
Sure. So my name is Emily LaRue. I am the Director of Development at Woods Humae Society. I have been honored to be with the organization for, my goodness, over 3 years, about 3.5 years now. And It is just absolutely a tremendous honor for me to come to work every single day with the team that I do, but especially these cuties. It's impossible to have a bad day when you get to just walk right in and give some love.
We thought the beach was pretty great over here, but that's also pretty great.
Right? You do have that backdrop.
So tell us now, you guys have a couple of different locations, right?
We do. We have a San Luis Obispo shelter, and we also have an Atascadero shelter. Now in Atascadero, currently it's cats only, although we do have plans to expand, and we're hopefully going to be able to start doing so soon, where we get to include dogs as well.
Oh, good. Okay. And so right now, I know that during COVID, I think we all know that people were looking for pets, left and right. It was a big thing. They're in high demand. And so tell us how that's been for you guys. Sure.
I have to say that it was a relatively good time to be a homeless dog or cat during COVID. We're still enjoying it now. Since specifically the first stay-at-home orders came in March, our facilities have found homes for over 2,200 animals. So there are lots of dogs. I know there are lots of dogs and cats that are finding loving homes. People have really found it in their hearts, and especially with this extra time to be able to assimilate these new members of the family. But it has been really fantastic for us to share in all of these wonderful stories. I mean, and you'll see it with Molly. Molly will be in a home, I predict, by tomorrow this weekend at the latest. I see you getting teary-eyed, and it's how we feel here.
Yeah, I'm the crier in the bunch.
No, but it's so true.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. And so how many do you have now that you have available to go to families?
Sure. So, I don't know. We do. Yeah. So the one thing that we can say is even with homes for 2,200 animals, there are still thousands and thousands that are still in need. So we are not stopping or slowing down. I don't know off the top of my head how many are currently available, but we have just over 60 animals currently in our care. Woods does a lot more than just adoption. So we're caring for animals that are recovering from surgeries, maybe awaiting a spay and neuter surgery, spending a little extra time with us for some behavioral work. So right now we're caring for 60 animals every single day, and they all will at some point be made available for adoption.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's great.
That is good work. Good work. And it is amazing that through COVID, and I keep saying that, there's something good that's come out of COVID, for a lot of people. And that's been a huge thing, I feel like, because then you see just on social media alone, how many people are still in search of a companion.
Sure. That forever pet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Or fur baby.
So,
yeah.
And so what can people do to either help support what you all are doing, whether it be donations or getting involved or volunteers? What can people do to help?
Thank you so much for asking. And if I can just, before I answer it, touch on one more thing that you just talked about. I think we all know here at Woods the importance of the human-animal bond. Animals, not only are we helping them, but they're helping us. And when you invite a dog or cat into your family, you're going to get that unconditional love back tenfold. And I think that you're right. Anyone who has the privilege of adopting an animal sees just how much we have needed them during this time, the support that they provided us. Heck, even just being able to take your dog out on a walk and get some fresh air and have some purpose. So we definitely recognize the importance of that bond. To answer your question, we are always in need of donations. We had to rework every single program and service that we've offered during COVID. And where it has impacted us the most is in fundraising. We had to cancel or move every fundraising event to a virtual format. And that has been very, very difficult for us. You know, we're privately owned. We don't receive tax dollars. We rely on the support of just this generous community. And we're so lucky to live where we are in such a pro-adoption community. So there are many ways that you can support us. You can contribute financially. Of course, we're always grateful. You can do that right online or even text Woods to 24365 to donate. But we also need other types of support. It doesn't have to be monetary. You can just share our animal stories right here on Facebook, and that will help increase their chances of finding homes quickly. It won't cost you anything, but it makes all the difference for the animals that are still searching for their happily ever afters. And once these rules relax, we can't wait to welcome volunteers back on site. We always enjoyed people who came just to interact with these cats like I'm doing now, but also walk our dogs, bathe our dogs, and just do that really important enrichment so we can continue that trusting relationship. So there are lots of things that you can do, and we're just so grateful for all the ways that SLO community chooses to support us.
That's amazing.
I
And
love
we'll
that.
be sure to post, if we haven't already, your link here in the
Yes,
feed.
we will. And somebody here posted already, wow, we have been looking for a small doggy. So hopefully they will contact you, if not today, tomorrow, and come and look for their new
Yes.
pet for the rest of their lives. And so do you have a list of people? I mean, I would imagine that there's a line of people, right? I mean, there's gotta be, right?
Yes. And we are, I will say, you know, that just be patient. We're trying our best, and we're also working relatively short staff because we don't get to enjoy the volunteer support that we used to. I think the best thing to do would be to head to our website and check that website daily. It's woodshumanesociety.org. It's the first place we post available animals. It's the very first place that you'll see a photo and a description.
Even before Facebook.
Even before Facebook.
Okay.
Absolutely. That kicks the whole process off. And when you see someone you're interested in, give us a call. We have qualified, certified adoption counselors that are going to walk you through everything over the phone to make sure it's a good fit. Pre-screen, we fill out the application for you now. We make it as easy as possible. But you're right, there is demand. So it's just a matter of kind of paying attention and giving us a call as soon as you can.
Sure. And so if somebody has a pet that they have an unfortunate circumstance where they can't keep that pet and they want to actually send him over to you guys, how does that work?
Yes, we do have that program. Everything that we do, we also want to be a responsible resource for the community. We do have an owner surrender program, and you would need to fill out a form. It's available again on our website at woodshumanesociety.org. It's called an owner surrender form. Once we receive that form, an intake coordinator will give you a call to learn more details and then arrange a time for you to come and bring the animal in. And you know, it's never easy, and it's always very sad. But what we can tell you is that we will spoil these animals absolutely rotten and then make sure that they find the perfect home for them moving forward. It's a safe place for an animal.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. You guys are doing great work.
Yes.
And thank you so much. You have to be so happy going to work every day seeing these animals.
Yeah,
I love
as soon as you can have volunteers, I'd love to come and walk a dog.
We would love to have
And so you guys
Thank
don't
you.
have, you guys have hours now where people can make appointments, or what's your setup?
Yes, everything is by appointment only, so we don't have typical public hours. Our spay and neuter clinics are back open, and we do have appointments available, but you do need to make an appointment. We come out curbside, and then same with adoptions. And to be honest, it just kind of changes daily to availability, but it's always safe to assume that someone's on site every single day, 365 days a year, but we are processing adoption appointments every day between, like, say 11 and 5.
Emily, even the
Okay.
Chapman Estate
Very good.
Foundation
Wow, how nice.
has a big pile of used linens
That's
and
good.
towels that we're saving for you to bring over when you can accept them. So everybody is
Oh, I
involved.
love it.
Thank
Yay.
you. We need it.
And
Thank
you
you.
ladies knew each other before we even knew that you guys knew each other today. So that was super cool. I love that.
Emily
Sue
was
is a wonderful supporter of Woods and has been for a very, very long time.
That's great. We love our animals around here at the Central
Yeah.
Coast. Anywhere you go, you can see that. You know, I think people call and they'll make reservations, but if they don't accommodate an animal, they don't make the reservation. I mean, that's how, you know, that's how into our animals we are around here, as we
You're
should.
so right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
We should be. So we're at the top of the list. Well, thank you so much, Emily. Again, we appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thank you,
You guys are
Emily.
doing amazing things, good work, and
What you do.
please let us know if there's anything more that we can do to help support that.
Thank you. And thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for the invitation. We're so
All right, Miss Sue,
grateful and
you
honored.
are up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Bye, kitty cat.
Bye, little kitty.
Aw.
Aw.
I know.
Bye, thank you.
All right, Sue. I don't know if you have a cat or a dog. I don't know, but.
Oh, we do.
You know what? I
We're
do have a quick-
huge.
oh, We'll ask her later. Somebody was asking, what if somebody is mistreating an animal? What's the phone number to call?
Oh, that's a good one.
Well-
We'll put it out to her though. and
Yeah,
She can answer
Yeah.
how you go about reporting. I guess that
animal
would be
abuse.
abuse, so.
Yeah, that would be.
I think the
Yeah.
authorities still get involved. It's, you
Yeah,
know,
I would think so.
I believe so.
So,
Okay,
okay.
you're up. And we love your beautiful background there.
Ah,
I can see
Thank
you're sitting out there at Chapman Estate right now,
yeah.
Exactly.
having a glass of wine, maybe.
That I'm going to do an after the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's our plan.
Perfect.
Well, welcome. So tell us what you do there at Chapman Estate, and then we'll jump into all the other stuff because I know it's been a struggle for you guys in 2020.
Sure. So I am Sue Beckett, and I am the vice president of the Chapman Estate Foundation. I've been with them since 2019. I was looking for something fun. I was part of writing in the very beginning when the city was considering taking the estate
Right.
on. A group of my neighbors and I got together and put a proposal of what we as neighbors would like to see from the estate. So I was always there from the very beginning, loving this jewel on the Central Coast. And hence, you know, several years later, I'm now on the foundation. And the
Aw, this makes sense.
foundation was set up after the city accepted the property. They had a commission that was working together, and they developed the foundation, and the foundation works on providing and keeping Clifford's legacy in true form, and are involved in fundraising and maintaining the property and just a whole variety of different things to support the city and what they do for the property as well.
And tell us a little bit about Clifford and a little bit of the history there, if you
Sure. Sure. If you see in the background, you'll see a windmill, and this is the koi pond. This original piece of property, there is a cottage. It's referred to as the Gog Cottage, and it was designed and built by a unidentified artist in 1915. And that was the original property. And there was the Rogers back in 1929 came in and bought this property, he and his wife, and they were oil magnates. They lived in Bakersfield, and this was a vacation a
Yeah.
home for some time. So they built the house and it was finished and they moved in 1934.
Wow.
What's interesting is when they bought the lots,
Yes.
he bought 3 lots, it was $10 a lot. And now
No,
Can
kidding.
you imagine that? That's insanity.
I'll take it.
sold. I got cash.
Yeah,
Right,
right? You take cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that it's just kind of a little fun tidbit. They had a fishing pond, they had horse stables, there were peacocks, there were all kinds of different animals on the property.
And what's the square footage there of the entire property?
Oh my gosh, I think I positive. I know it's a 8-10 lots, I think, altogether,
Wow.
but I don't know what the square footage is.
Okay,
Mm.
So,
okay.
but that was a
Wow.
good
That's
question.
amazing.
Never been asked that one before.
Well,
Yeah.
Leave it to Val.
we'll post it later.
Yeah. So
Well,
the original family that owned the property, the Rogers, they had no children. So Art Rogers passed away in 1960 and his wife in 1962. So the home went up for auction through SLO County. And Clifford Chapman grew up in this area. He grew up in Guadalupe and always came by this area when he was a little boy, and he loved the property. He said, I'm going to own that one day.
wow.
Wow, I love that.
That's a great
And
story.
so his life, he in 1950 to 1954, he was in Navy, he was in the Korean War, came back, went to Cal Poly for electrical engineer, but worked at Marshall Jewelers at the time and started loving jewelry design and ended up going into that and bought Marshall's jewelry store in 1960. So that was kind of his background. So in 1962, the house goes up for auction. So he sent someone to the city court steps, and he was the only person and bought the estate for around $62,000 or $63,000 in
Wow.
1962.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then hence the Rogers have bought a couple of more lots, and then Clifford bought a couple of more lots. So now we have the property. He and his mother moved in, they lived there, they had enclosed the garage and kind of, which now is the refectory and the gallery. But they built this beautiful koi pond that you can see in the background. The windmill in the background is an interesting story. They built that in 1934. It originally had pumps. The pump pumped up water, seawater, and went into the pool. They also had an additional pump that had the water run over tiles with a glass magnifier that heated the water.
Wow.
So they
Wow,
had
no
warm
kidding.
water in the swimming pool.
In the pool. So
Nice.
Val, I don't know if you know, but just after that hedge down there is where the pool is.
No, I didn't know.
Yes.
That's amazing. So, and I'm assuming you have pictures of all of what it looked like and of him and the family and all that, maybe on the website or?
Not necessarily. There's a beautiful Clifford talked to Shelley Hickenbotham, the
Oh, right.
mayor, yeah,
Huh?
and Catchy Andrews prior to his death, and kind of talked about the estate and a lot of things. There are a lot of pictures in the estate, and that we are just now starting to curate the house, and we'll get into a little bit of that. But we've got a ton of pictures of the original home, what it looked like, what it looks like now,
Yeah.
and for last year's Swinging by the Sea auction, we did a virtual, and we posted video for the first time of the inside of the state. So
Super cool. And you have that video, and I think we're going to do a share screen coming up here so we can at least show that, since otherwise, Lisa and I would be there in a heartbeat to take a tour there.
Yes.
that's what we're working on. We hope to
Right.
be open by mid-June, again, depending on state and county regulations.
Yeah.
And open up just to open gate and start having small groups
Right.
of events in the house.
And these
So,
are the people that had something scheduled for 2020, And I think like a lot of us, we had to move everything into 2021, and now it's like after June in 2021. And so
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of us are really stacking a lot of things right
Yes.
now. So
Yeah.
we're having to be
Yes.
very flexible and creative with everything that we're doing. So, you know, you
Yes.
guys are doing the same thing. So good for you.
Yeah, we've got about 7 events backlogged right now, waiting just
Yeah.
until we can have availability to the property. So
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we want to be on your list for 2022.
yes. Oh,
I don't
I
know
got
what- I
your
don't know
names
what-
now.
Chamber has to do something there.
Well, you could become a Bougainvillea member and then you get invited to 2 things.
Oh,
per
right.
year.
That's
Yes.
tell
See?
them a little bit about that.
Well, that's all I really know because I joined the Bougainvillea. I became a member of that during last year's COVID for
Right,
their
right.
Swinging by the Sea. And
Sure.
then I'm also the owner of the party on the pier. Private party on the pier.
Yes,
24 of
yes.
my favorite people.
Isn't that awesome? I'm hoping I'm one of her 24 favorite.
Yes.
Val, we're like sisters
I
from other
know.
mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
First of all,
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, Lisa.
good
Thank
My
stuff.
you
pleasure.
for doing
My
that.
pleasure.
That's one of the
Yeah,
few things that we do to raise money for this beautiful estate.
It is such a beautiful estate. If people haven't even just driven by and looked at it, it's just absolutely beautiful.
Should we go to the share screen so
Yeah,
we can
sure.
kind of watch the little video and
Yeah.
and act like we're there?
Sure. So
Yeah.
this video was taken from inside the estate because no one has really been inside the estate unless they were friends of Clifford and Don's. So for our big fundraiser last September, that was one of the benefits of coming on to the virtual live auction was seeing inside the estate. So let me
Wow.
pull it up here.
This is great.
I love that property.
Okay,
Isn't it?
and here we go.
Wow.
$10.
Wow. Wow. And how many rooms is it?
There are 4 bedrooms upstairs and 2 dining rooms, kitchen.
Oh, look at that.
This is the original fireplace, furniture,
Wow.
picture.
Amazing.
This was
love
the
the
original.
ceiling, too.
Couch. There he
Okay,
is.
Nice.
Aw.
Hmm.
Wow.
The library was added on with the solarium in 1980s.
Hmm. Wow, that's a beautiful view.
awesome.
It was foggy that day.
Yeah. Wow.
This is where the
Oh,
new refectory. We hope to have dinners.
Wow, look at that. I want to come to dinner.
right?
I'll bid on that.
Yes, you will. Wow.
very nice.
That is beautiful.
Okay,
Isn't that
That's
gorgeous?
amazing. Yes,
let
that's
me come
gorgeous.
back to this.
We need a nice spring or fall day. And go
You have
there.
a nice event out there.
Yeah.
So
And how many people, so when you have events in, let's say, in a non-COVID world, how many people are you guys able to accommodate there?
So on the estate itself, we are, I'm trying to get my screen back up to be big again, sorry.
Mhm. No sorries.
So I think there's a stop share screen.
Yeah, but I can't even get my,
Oh.
like I've even lost myself off of here. Oh, here,
Uh-oh.
I found it, sorry.
Did you find yourself
Yes, I found myself. There I am.
Oh, good.
It floated away.
We didn't want to have someone else go out and find you.
Yes.
I'll be the Chapman Estate looking for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're on the
help
way.
me,
We're on the way.
So it's interesting you asked that question. We're actually, the city is revising its conditional use permit, and they're having a meeting right after this.
Yes, literally right after this.
Oh,
She's going to tell us all about it.
Yes. So originally when Clifford and Don lived there, they had these big elaborate parties, and they supported the arts. They supported opera slow. They supported slow symphony, the Epicurean, and they had these huge events. So the neighbors weren't real thrilled with them. So when the city was acquired the property, there was several neighbors that weren't happy about this.
mhm.
But in all reality, if we look at it, the city has the opportunity to control the narrative now of the estate. So because of a lot of different people, and Don still lived there, he passed away in September of 2019, we now want to, and I think you hit the button on the head, open this property up to our community. And so the foundation in the city has worked very hard together, coming up with a new conditional use permit that would allow more groups. Like we had an event for the kids of Shell Beach to come down. We had 10 different sections for them to go to. That we couldn't have it because of COVID. We want to have art classes on here. We want to have yoga classes on the property, open it up so that the community can enjoy the property. We're going to have open gates from Monday through Thursday from 11 to 2, and hopefully the evenings from 5 to dusk. And we're working on being able to give tours inside the house.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Now, the
We need
property
something
can
like that.
handle, I think, around 600 people, but that's just too many people. It's hard on the property. So I think
Right.
we're looking to do more events of 150 people or less, and
Okay.
try to get
Mhm.
away from the big events, and when small groups like the 25 dinners of 25 on the property and things like that,
Okay.
to make it,
Okay.
it's more conducive to the property. Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
the city has to make money to pay for the property. So that's one of it was written in the trust that we had to be allow different organizations and have our fundraiser, and we could the city could raise money to pay for the property expenses.
Mhm.
Makes
Um,
sense.
And so that's what we're looking at. Now, the foundation does, since the inception of the foundation from 2017, we've raised over $100,000. And we are now getting ready to do, you'll see a lot of changes on the estate this year, like the windmill, the base
The
of,
windmill.
yeah. We finally raised our money to do the base of the
Yay.
windmill. It's huge.
Exciting. Good for you.
Yeah, we're doing a new shed. The Begonia house was redone. We're doing electricity. We're doing new lights. The city is working on putting together, replacing the roof. The foundation got windows donated from Pella. So now the city would just do the installation, which is, so the city and the foundation work very well together. But they have to do ADA bathrooms and a little bit of retrofit in the house before we can do tours. And the board right now is curating the house for the city. One of our board members is a historian, a grant writer, and a museum
Oh,
curator.
wow.
Oh,
Who's that?
wow.
That is Norma Gurva. She's amazing. Our board is absolutely amazing. We have her who's taking care of the house. We have Bev Pratt, who does all the construction bids and knowledge and works with the city to do all the construction. Susan Wager, she's our head gardener that coordinates all the gardening jobs and things to be done. Rena Dambley works with our volunteer gardeners and coordinates their jobs that need to be done.
Yeah. I want
Well,
to sign up for that when it's available.
we have days, right now Mondays are a big day, but we need
Yeah.
volunteers. We need board members. And of course, donations always, just putting that out there. But yeah, that's one way to get involved and be on the property is to volunteer. To be a
Right.
gardener. When we open up, we'll need docents to go around and tell about the property. And that's a real fun job.
Oh,
So
That
I
would be
bet.
fun.
Yeah. I'll have to do that when my
That would
brain
be
is better
fun.
though.
we have cheat sheets for you.
Repetition.
Oh, good. I love a cheat sheet.
Because we have those
I get
brains
that.
too.
That's awesome. Amazing.
I love that.
And
Yeah.
so what's happening this evening?
So again, this evening is putting out to the community through Zoom to be able to open up and have public opinion on the estate, what they'd like to see, what they'd like to do. We're just wanting to make sure that it's open to our community.
And that's going to be hosted through the city.
Through the city from 5:30 to 6:30.
And so if people want to get on that, would they go to the city website?
They
and
can
look
go
at
to, yes, correct. It's
cityofpismo.org, right?
yes, it is. I have the card here. Chapman Estate at pismobeach.org.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. And
then
that starts at 5:30
5:30 to 6:30.
to 6:30. So anybody that wants to make public comment in regards to Chapman
Chapman
Estate,
Estates.
this would be the time, right?
This would be the time. We would love any support and help and in opinions and ways we can improve. You know, we want to improve our community as well.
Right. Well, I think it's a beautiful
It's a
place,
beautiful
and
place.
I'm glad that it'll still be around. It sounds like for many years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for our fundraisers. We auction some of the things that the city actually will sell, but we auction them off. So it becomes a write-off that we've auctioned off a couple of dinners inside the estate once the estate is curated.
Right.
And our barbecues on the property. People can rent the estate for a wedding, a birthday party, a first look, an engagement. We get asked all the time for events like that. So we would love our community to do things like that. We are working on having even a local pricing.
Good.
You go to a lot of these
Where we fall.
yeah. You go to a lot of these venues and you know it doesn't make any difference if you're from the area or not. Well, we feel it makes a difference. So
Right.
Do we?
Yeah,
We
we
think
do.
so.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, wouldn't that be a beautiful place to
support.
be engaged to? Like by the Queen Pond, looking out at the
It's
ocean
gorgeous
and the
there.
windmill. I could tell Tim.
I was thinking of an installation dinner, but Lisa had to go there. Just not my wedding. I'm just kidding.
our son
Maybe
actually
I'll have a second wedding. Renew my vows then.
that'd be a great idea. We'll give you a discount.
Right?
Yeah, our
There you
son-
go.
Okay. We'll
Love
talk.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous there.
Our son
Well,
actually had his first look here for his wedding in 2019. We were like one of the few that was just blessed that we got our wedding in for him and his wife.
Goodness.
Oh,
My goodness.
I
And
bet that
so
was beautiful.
you touched on the major event that you guys do, but is there one or is there a couple of events that you do annually that are your big fundraising events?
We have an annual fundraiser swinging by the sea. It's the third week in September, and that is where we raise probably 90% of our money.
Okay.
And we do, it's always a fun event. The Pismo Beach businesses are so amazing that we've partnered with a lot of Shell Beach and Pismo Beach businesses and wineries. They all donate. You come, it's wine donations. We have food tasting, wine tasting, all kinds of different things. And then we have silent auction items and live auction items. Continuing with that theme, we bring artists in that are working on plein air artwork. And
Oh.
Cool, yeah.
buy the artwork, which is amazing. A lot of the silent auction packages this year, instead of going out of the area, we decided to keep everything local and have all of our hotel packages and dinner packages, and everything that we did was all local. The wines, just support our local businesses. They've been wonderful in supporting us, so we wanted to try to give back to the businesses as well.
And I'm sure they appreciate it. 'Cause
Yeah.
yes, I know that whenever we do something,
Yes.
I mean, there's never any question. Everybody's more than willing
Right.
to help and
Yes.
offer and,
Yes.
you know, offer gift cards and
Yep.
pretty much anything for
Yep.
us. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't given you a donation, but this year I will give you guys some Maui Jim sunglasses or something to put in another basket. So a staycation basket or something.
Yes.
Everybody
So,
needs sunglasses by the
Everybody needs
beach.
sunglasses.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of ways people can donate, and I'm glad you brought that up. We have our website, which is the Chapman Estate Foundation.org homepage.
Okay.
And you go to that page and you can click here, and we have a lot of little packages. Like if you'd like to buy plants, you can donate $25 to plants, you know, $200 to help with lighting. I think Lisa, you joined our Begonia Club, which is an annual member, and we're going to try to have a little event for just Begonia members. The begonias at
The Begonia room.
it is something spectacular. Clifford's mother did orchids and begonias, and these begonias are not your typical you buy at Home Depot or Meijer's. These are tuberous begonias from the Dutch area. When we order them, we go to a Dutch company and they ship them into us, and they're very unique. Nothing like them anywhere in the area. They have to be brought out in the spring, planted. They grow in our begonia house. We have them hanging and sitting of varied colors, sizes. They're just amazing.
Beautiful.
Well, I want to see it.
And really beautiful. So you can donate to that. The Begonia Club, hopefully we can offer then to come in the fall and put the begonias to bed. You have to take the bulbs out, clean them off, put them in sawdust and put them away.
Oh, I will love to do that. So, you know, coming there to pick up my bag for the swinging by the sea is when I saw the room.
Yeah.
And I went home, and that's when I joined it, because it was like, look at this. I love plants. I love flowers. I love plants. And so seeing it made me want to join it. So
Yeah.
that's why I did it.
See?
Yeah. Beautiful.
You can spend hours, and I have so many pictures on my phone. Every begonia is gorgeous. Every time I go there, I take new pictures. It's so that's just one little entity of what we do on the estate to keep the legacy and memories alive and going, which takes lots of volunteers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is that something people can still sign up to be a member for some various packages?
Yes, we're making it exclusive. We're only selling I think
75, right?
75, 75 members. And once a year we'll have a little event for people to come and to be able to walk. We'll give tours on the property, and it'll be exclusive just for the Begonia Club members. But you can see the begonias during open house or anything like that, so the neighbors and community can see them.
Now the city is doing their 75th anniversary this year, as I'm sure you know.
Yes.
Now, is there anything that you guys are going to be doing special in conjunction, or have you thought about that?
Well, that's a good question. We always
We
try
have to think about the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I know they are. A lot of the planning of any big events, I know the city's working on doing 4th of July and the Clam Festival.
Yes.
So I know those two things are really focusing on.
Yeah.
And if we, around those times, once we get the conditional use permit approved, then some things
Right.
that we can do is have open gates all day long. So, and make that part of the celebration of where they can go in Pismo Beach and enjoy the community.
Exactly. That makes sense. Nice. So if, we can circle back around, if people are interested in supporting, like, what is that ask, I guess, right now? Remind people to go on tonight if they have any comments that they want to make
Mhm.
on the Chapman Estate and all that good stuff, if you want to kind of close out on that.
Sure. Again, our website is chapmanestate.foundation.org homepage, and I'll give you the history. You'll see some pictures. You can see the video of the inside of the estate. You can click on to donate for different various things that you would like to donate to, or you can just make a monetary donation. It is all put back into the estate. We have no overhead. We're all volunteers, so 100% of the money goes to the estate, which is very rare. So
That's amazing. Good for you guys. We're all volunteer here at the Chamber of Commerce.
sure,
Yeah.
sure. I'm excited to be part of that now. So
Well, and I'm glad that Gordon connected us.
yes,
Yes.
Gordon is wonderful.
that works?
He supports the foundation quite a bit. We talk daily, weekly. He's a huge supporter. Him, Marianne, Jim Lewis, Ed, everybody is just an amazing supporters of the estate, and we truly appreciate it.
Very good to hear
Very
that.
nice.
Very
Yes.
good to hear that.
Yes.
No. Anything else, Miss Lisa?
No, except for I just want to go have wine and sit on the grass
I
there and
know.
look at the
I
ocean.
know. We might be over there in a few minutes.
The gate is locked.
Oh yeah, the gate's locked.
The gate's locked. Well, when it opens up, we'll be more than happy to give you guys a tour. We can
would
set
love
something up for a tour for just the chambers.
Chamber, the board of directors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
would, that would be great.
Yeah.
It's
We'd love that.
gorgeous.
we just have to get
Gorgeous.
over COVID.
Yes, we
Yes, we
do,
do.
don't we?
Yes,
Absolutely. I think we're on our way. Knock on wood.
Mhm.
let's hope. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And then the only other thing I'd like to add is, of course, we need volunteers. So Lisa, like you said, if you love to garden, we have
Lisa's up.
lots of
The
opportunities
garden.
for
Loves
people.
the garden.
Oh, and
Excellent. And my husband does too.
I know.
it's just beautiful to be there to garden and looking at the ocean, and every day,
Right?
every day it's different there.
Yeah.
We have opportunities when we do open. We'll need more docents, and we'll need docents to be able to help with giving tours inside the house. There'll be a lot of different opportunities there. And then the last thing is, if there's anybody out there that would like to be part of a board, we are a working board, but it is a fun thing to do. We have amazing people on our board. Our president, Kathy Teufel, does an outstanding job on keeping everybody involved, giving opportunities for people involved. And our last board member is Tracy Buchanan. I have to mention her because everybody has been mentioned. She's our go-to girl. And we got a new board member, Jill Default. We need board members to help with a lot of projects. So if you have a special skill set, you have a passion for the estate, we'd love to talk to you and help with fundraising, whatever you would like to do, we would have an opportunity.
Nice. I love it.
I
Always
love
looking
that.
for good board members ourselves.
Yes, we
Yes.
are. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
We're all looking.
Everybody's looking for volunteers.
I know.
So, I mean, what a beautiful place to go volunteer
I
at,
know.
right?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have your meetings there?
We do actually, right now we're soon. But yes, we have our meetings there all the time. Yeah.
That's
So,
nice.
I'll call you.
We have a brick wall here. We're in the Pismo Beach Chamber offices. But hey, this is history right here.
it's history.
Yes.
We love our building.
This building
You
has
know,
been here for a long
and
time
I just
also.
there's so much history here in Pismo Beach, and it's kind of like you almost need a museum here. And I feel like this is maybe the closest
Right.
thing we're going to get to it for
Yeah.
the time being. But there's a lot of great history, a lot of great stories, and And I just wish there was a place where all of that can come
All of it
together.
could go into one place.
Yeah. We'll have to come visit you and see your place.
Yes,
Come on down.
Our building is pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
It's kind of like us.
Yes.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, when we can do mixers, and we've done all kinds of fun stuff here. We've done karaoke in this. I mean, this room that we're in is actually, how big is this room? It's
Oh, it's a
huge.
pretty big room.
It's
Yeah.
a huge room.
But
Yeah.
I think that one of the funnest events that we did up here was our
Pizza.
pizza. Yes, we actually did a pizza tasting contest and had 10 different places
Yeah,
from around the
yeah.
area
Oh.
bring pizza.
Fun.
And
It
then
was
they got
awesome.
awards for whoever won the best
It was a lot of
creative, the
fun.
best pizza. Yeah.
We ate a lot of pizza
we did.
that night.
You
Pizza
are
and wine.
notorious or famous for your parties. We all know that.
I hope famous.
Maybe a
And
little
we
bit
will be
above.
doing our Taste of Pismo, I think I mentioned in August. So the date we're
Yes.
shooting for is August 28th for Taste of Pismo Beach.
Are you going to be able to do
That's
that?
Fingers
That's our
crossed.
big event. So,
That's my favorite
like
event.
you and many other nonprofits, we lost all of our fundraising events last year, all of our wine walks,
Right.
I mean, it was,
Yes.
we took a pretty big hit this last year. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
thankfully our membership has continued to support us. And then
Good.
we did bring in over 30 new members in January. So
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
way to go.
that was huge for us. But we need to continue those efforts also and keep, we're all pushing as hard as we can. So we love having neighbors like yourself. And, unfortunately it took us this long to make that connection, but hey,
Yes.
we're here now, and that's,
Yeah.
and the only reason we're doing learning curves now is because of COVID.
Of
So
COVID.
Yeah.
So see, something good came
here's
out of it.
something else. So we've been able to connect and network with so many other nonprofits and just businesses, and it's been great.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's just another networking opportunity that we're able to leverage. So we appreciate it very much, and everything you and your entire board is doing, because I know good volunteers are hard to find. So,
Very,
so
very.
props to you and your team.
Our team is spectacular. I can't say enough about them.
I'd like to think ours is
love
too.
that. I think so
Yeah.
too. Yeah, we do. We really have a great board. Yeah. A lot of dedicated people.
Absolutely.
Good. I should.
All right, Miss
Okay.
Sue. Well, unless you have anything else, I think we're gonna go to close out with Lisa.
Thank you, Sue, so much. And thank you for introducing anybody that didn't know about the Chapman Estate. So we really appreciate that. And we look forward to coming for a visit soon.
Very
So
soon.
thank you for being on with us. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So everybody, don't forget, you will find me every Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning at the plaza for trash pickup.
But this Sunday.
But this Sunday, I thought when I said every Sunday,
This Sunday.
so I've been out there every Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning since May. But this Sunday, I will not be out there.
But Valerie will.
Valerie will, and Mike Cotta will. I'm taking my husband on a staycation for his birthday.
Oh,
She's
So-
the best. She gives him the best gifts ever. I
Yeah,
swear.
I know he doesn't ever watch these, so I can say we're going to the Madonna Inn for 2 nights.
Oh,
And we have
nice.
massages, and we're gonna go on some
Nice.
hikes and stuff
So
like
it's like
that. So
it's like a present for you too.
of course.
I love those kinds.
Yeah, I actually
course.
this package I bought at the Boys and Girls
Auction.
oh
Or-
yes,
right?
yes, yeah. Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Oh,
Excuse me.
nice.
It was
Okay.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters. I bought the gift at their auction thinking I'm going to use that on Garrett sometime. So that's what
Oh,
I'm
here
doing
we
this
go.
weekend.
Nice.
So I will not myself be at trash pickup. And just so you know, it is really near and dear to my heart. And it is going to be very hard for me to not be there.
Right.
Because I actually do love starting my Sundays that way. But at 8 o'clock in the morning, you will find us over by the pier sign or the Pismo promenade sign. Sorry.
Pismo letters, the
yeah,
giant
those
letters.
big
you
giant
can't
letters.
miss.
You can't miss them.
We have
No.
I don't think I could plug this up anymore today, but we have masks, we have gloves, we have pickers and trash bags, everything you need to help us clean up the beach and the streets from trash. So Sundays at 8 o'clock in the morning, come join us. It's fun.
Yes, and I will be there this Sunday. I'm not there all the time, like
And
Lisa
Mike
is,
Cotta will be there.
but I
He's
try
there
to get
every
out
time.
there when I can. It's a good thing to do though, so, and it is a great way to start Sunday morning, so.
It is.
We,
Yes.
we will miss you.
Thank you. I will really miss it.
Hopefully you guys won't be missing us.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
She will too.
We will. Yeah, I'm just that kind of person. So,
All right, Sue,
Okay.
well, thanks again.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate
Thank
it.
you, appreciate
Great
it.
work.
yeah. Thank you, everybody, for
Have
watching.
a good night.
Bye.
Hopefully all goes well tonight.